trying to follow up with a few body punches after Amir has done something upstairs.
Easy.
Judah himself had a new physical conditioning program coming in. He's working with Victor Conti, former head of the Balco Labs, who's also working with one other boxer, Nonito Donaire. Conti, of course, says that his days as a steroid teacher and abuser of competitive standards are over. Good right hand by Khan.
You know, you made a very good point, Max. I was just getting ready to say it when he got hit that at a certain distance, Zab can get back, but he can't. But still, Khan can land, and he can't land at a certain distance. And he's not closing that gap. So he can pull back from punches, but he can't return punches because his arms are too short.
Well, whatever it is that Judah has to do to change this, he has not done it yet. We've seen 4 rounds of pretty much the same thing, and it's all Amir Khan. Meanwhile, let's take a look at something that happened on the undercard. Our first look with the naked eye at one of the fast-rising prospects in the sport, Gary Russell Jr. He was expected to be a member of the United States Olympic team in Beijing, fell out at the last minute before the games, has gotten off to a great start in his pro career, and what a show he put on tonight.
Unbelievable performance. Offensive, defensive, well-placed punches, hand speed. Looks like in the next year or so he's going to be a threat for any featherweight champion.
Russell is, as you can see, a southpaw out of Capitol Heights, Maryland, very compactly built, possibly a pair of the fastest hands in the sport. In fact, in calling the fight for rehearsal, we were comparing his hand speed to that of the king of the 126-pounders for the moment, Yuri Orcus Gamboa.
And he keeps his hands up, Gary Russell Jr.
As opposed to Gamboa, who likes to carry them somewhere near Cuba. Through 4 rounds, Amir Khan is averaging 56 thrown, 12 landed. Zab Judah is averaging 23 thrown, 4 landed. End of story so far.
It looks like Zab's just hoping that one of those 4 does enough damage that he can go into finisher mode. But in the meantime, you know, I wouldn't say he looks finished. He's still throwing those bombs. He's still trying to execute a game plan. But, you know, he's losing every round and getting beaten up.
He looks like he just hasn't found his way into the fight tactically against a bigger man, Emmanuel.
And Khan is fighting the fight perfect at the distance where he can punch very effectively. And he's reduced Zab to primarily being a defensive fighter.
How about the precision of Khan's punches, Emmanuel, from long range?
He's doing everything perfect.
And now Judah is once again bothered by an eye after once again apparently their heads came together.
Let's go.
And among Khan's many other advantages, he seems to survive the butts back.
Yes, and that's amazing. But Zab is the one with the bald head, and Zab is the shorter fighter. But every time that they have collision, it seems like he gets the worst of it.
Zab's really trying to hit a home run with those uppercuts now.
Well, he saw Maidana land some uppercuts against Khan. That was regarded as one of Khan's defensive weaknesses, susceptibility to the uppercut. But, of course, Freddie Roach watches the fights, too, and he goes to work very specifically with Khan in the gym on those things that he sees from fight to fight.
I think Khan is a much improved fighter from the other fights that I've seen him. This is
that
his
left
best
hook might
performance.
have hurt Judah. Judah's a little bit wary against the ropes. Khan knows he landed the left hook well. Now goes to the right. He's busting Zab's face up.
It's pretty obvious Zab can't box with him in the middle of the ring. If that was the strategy, it's time to change. Emmanuel, what does he do?
Max, and that's what you said. Just change. He needs to fight. He's systematically being defeated and going to get stopped anyway. So he's got nothing to lose. He needs to let it all hang out.
It doesn't look like there's a plan B.
No, he's letting the guys out hustle. You know, he's an accurate puncher and a bigger puncher than the others. But he's not punching back enough. What he did there, he should do more.
That's the punch that Pernell Whitaker wants to see him throw.
And that's one of his best punches.
It seemed to stop Khan for a minute there. Khan got up on his toes after he took that uppercut in the gut.
Well, when he makes that little bend down to his left, he's always in perfect position to shoot that punch. Plus, that's his favorite punch anyway.
Draculich is calling this a knockdown on a body shot. Khan comes to the neutral corner. Judah clearly thought he got hit low. He's not going to make it up. This is going to be a knockout victory for Amir Khan. And Zab Judah believes that he was fouled, but he's not going to win the argument.
Did he not hear the count right in his face? Because he acted as though
he acted
surprised.
as though he couldn't get up. As though his legs were done.
We're going to take a look at that soon enough and see if it was in fact low.
It was close. I think it may have been right on the belt line. Whatever it was.
I can't see a man being in pain from a really low blow. That's a punch that hit him in the stomach that really hurt him. Because the protective cup, you're not going to be down that long.
Let's take a look at the replay and see where it was. First, the right hand upstairs. Legal or illegal, Manuel?
It's illegal, but I don't think it did that much damage. It was on the top part of the cup. I would rather have my boxer get hit there than to get hit in the stomach, because it's really does. It's below the belt. It's on the belt. So legally, it would be a low blow, but I don't think it did that type of a damage.
Do you think Zab was trying to buy a penalty point?
Yes.
Harold Letterman, what's your call about
Jim,
this?
Let me tell you something. The rule is a shot that hits you, at the belly button or above is a legal punch. Now, I dare Emanuel Stewart to tell me where Zab Judah's belly button is. You don't know because it's being covered by the waistband. Therefore, the shot should be legal, no doubt about it. I mean,
right.
And that's all there is to it. He hit him on the belly button. There is no doubt about it. They ought to change that blasted rule and make the rule that, a low blow is a point that we see. So they ought to make the rule anything on the waistband should be a legal blow.
If only you could be passionate about it, Harold. Let's go to Michael Buffer.
I agree.
Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Mandalay Bay, referee Vic Draculich counts to 10, and the end comes at 2 minutes 47 seconds of round number 5. The winner and now the unified WBA and IBF 140-pound champion of the world from Bolton, Lancashire, England, Amir Khan.
Final CompuBox numbers in a one-sided fight. Khan landing 61 of 284. Judah only landed 20 punches in the entire fight. Only threw 115, which means he was throwing at the rate of about 25 punches per round. And though Khan's connect percentage is not high, physically, he dominated the fight. Power punches. This is another game in which Judah wasn't playing. Only threw 32 power punches through 4+ rounds. Khan was doing his job, throwing as many as he could, and landing at a decent enough percentage to get the damage done. And now Max Kellerman stands by with the winner, Amir Khan.
Congratulations, Amir, on a dominant win. Before we get to the ending, let's start at the beginning. What was your game plan coming in?
Well, the game plan was we knew Zab's going to be very tricky. He's going to hope for that big backhand he has. He's a powerful fighter and he knocked a lot of fighters out. We just had to be one step ahead of him, not make mistakes and not jump in and lunge in because he was going to get the backhand going. We slowly had to take that backhand away from him by stepping to his left. And that's what we did. Sorry, to his right. As soon as we took that backhand away from him, I mean, all my shots were hitting him. And I could see in the later rounds, we started to frustrate. And that's when I put the pressure on. I mean, I was not tired. I was pacing myself. And, I mean, it feels like I'm not even been in a fight.
When you were at 135, you suffered your only loss. It seems pretty obvious now it's because you were drained by the weight, considering how you've taken punches since then by punchers like Maidana and Judah. Did you feel his power at any point, any of those right hooks that he snuck in?
I know he caught me a few times with them big right hooks, but you know what? I felt okay. He caught me with one good one at the end of the round, and I was cool. Freddie said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Freddie, I'm okay." I felt great. I mean, I felt in great shape. And all these people out there who said Amir Khan ain't got a chin. I mean, I've been hit by the biggest punches in the 140-pound division, not avoided any fighter, fought everyone in front of me. And, I mean, I'm beating everyone. So just bring on the next challenge.
You certainly are. How do you feel about your ability to stand in the middle of the ring with a slick guy like Zab and consistently hit his head with combinations as you were able to do?
We train very hard. I want to thank Alex Ariza for getting me in the best condition I can ever be in. Freddie Roach is the doctor. I mean, like everyone says, he's so smart. He gave me a game plan where every shot I threw was hitting Zab right on the chin. I mean, I know if I put the pressure on a little bit more, it might have got a little bit risky for me, but I would have knocked him out early. But everything we did was just brilliant.
I want you to look at the replay of the end of the fight. It was called a knockout. It looked to us like it may have been low. Tell us about it.
I mean, I caught him with a right hand just before that. He went down, and he was open for that right hook, right uppercut, right into the solar plexus. I mean, it was right above the belt. I mean, that was nowhere near below, and that was a great shot. But you know what? Zab's a great fighter. He's been a great champion, and you might not believe this, but I'm a big fan of Zab Judah. So when we was doing all the head-to-head and we was having the little argument, I mean, I felt kind of, it upset me a little bit because I've been watching him since I've been growing up.
Okay, you as the money man in the division, it seemed to a lot of boxing fans could pick and choose opponents where a guy like Tim Bradley would have to have all the tough fights. And as it turned out, you offered to split 50-50 the revenue of this fight with Bradley. He turned you down, maybe positioning himself for a Pacquiao fight. How do you feel right now about Timothy Bradley?
I think he's scared. I mean, Tim Bradley, if he was the champion he says he is, I mean, he would have faced me a long time ago. I mean, Timothy Bradley was calling me out, and as soon as I started saying, yeah, listen, I'm ready to fight, I mean, he pulled out, he didn't want to fight me. And I really say Zab Judah is a better fighter than Timothy Bradley in my eyes.
Congratulations on another spectacular performance, Amir Khan.
Thank you very much.
Zab, you seem to start slowly, but then never really get on track. What happened?
I started getting on track late in the fight right there, you know what I'm saying? I started my jab off slow. He came out pretty fast, you know what I mean? And he had a weird jab at first, you know what I'm saying? But I felt I picked it up. You know, I got headbutted early in the first round. You seen the headbutt, and personally, I mean, everybody, the fans around the world could watch the fight and see that was clearly a low blow. I mean, when the referee was over me counting, I thought he was giving me time to get myself together. I mean, I can't get up if I don't feel it.
We can watch it again. Here's the replay of the shot. It looked low, but maybe not as debilitating.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
As your reaction, here it is.
Look at it. Self-explanatory, baby. Self-explanatory. Jammed a couple of Emma balls, and I mean, excuse my friend. I mean, first of all, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to come out of here safe and just allowing me, you know what I'm saying, just be back on the stage again.
Zab, one more question about it. When the referee was counting, you didn't react at all. Once he counted you out, you acted surprised. Did you hear his count?
No, when he said over, I thought he was saying like a count, then give me a second to get up. And you know what I'm saying? You know how they give you a standing 8 count, say recover, and then get up. I thought he was going to 8. Then he went to 10 and said it's over. I'm like, it's over. Look, low blow. You know, I didn't understand that. But, listen, in the past when things like this happen, I've overreacted, but this time I'll leave it up to the fans and the world and the officials to take the right decisions, and Zab Judah is still here.
All right, Zab, thanks. One more thought about Amir Khan at this moment. The question was tonight, could Amir Khan do something that would leapfrog him ahead of Timothy Bradley, because the championship of 140 pounds is really still vacant. Those two should fight to determine it. Could he do something tonight that would accomplish that against an opponent not named Timothy Bradley? Did he do enough tonight? If he didn't, he won every single round from a good fighter who was in top condition. He made it look easy. Did he do it tonight? If he didn't, he came as close as someone could. And it's really on Timothy Bradley right now to get in the ring with Amir Khan, who is the hunter, and Timothy Bradley the hunted at this moment. Jim?